Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last time we finished up our initial foray into thaumaturgy. Today we are up over by the Aetheryte here in Ul'dah in order to head in and pick up our final combat class for A Realm Reborn. It is time to become a pugilist. Greetings and welcome to the Pugilist Guild. We pugilists are specialists in hand-to-hand combat. Through rigorous training, we forge devastating weapons of our fists and feet, which we employ to great effect in battle. There is no better place in all the realm to train in our discipline than here. If you would walk the path of the pugilist, I highly recommend you add your name to our roll. What say you, friend? I say let's do it. A decision you'll not regret, but before we proceed to the paperwork, it is essential that you know something of our guild's storied past. Since time immemorial, man has used whatever has been at his disposal to settle disputes. In the beginning, that meant fighting with his fists. Such hand-to-hand combat existed in various forms throughout Eorzea, each evolving independently of one another. The origins of pugilism as we know it, however, can be traced back to the staging of bare-handed bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in a gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when barehanded fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested the lot of them. Dang, that's impressive. Word of her feats spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into a center of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that the Pugilist Guild owes its existence. The art practice here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one which she once built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but gods, it never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, before we can proceed with your enrollment, you must first obtain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know when you're ready to meet him. Alright, let's do this. Let's present ourselves for the Guildmaster's inspection. Master Hamon, I am almost certain that is a JoJo reference, is among the greatest pugilists of our time. For long years, the man ruled the Blood Sands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favor of training aspiring fighters. You'll find him overseeing his charges over yonder. Go now and show to him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Alright then, let's go meet this JoJo character. Heh, past time you got your arse back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? Eh? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer. There never was. I'm not doing anything indecent, I swear to the gods. Uh-huh. Off to a bad start, sir. What? You're here to enroll? Oh, well, why did you say so sooner? In my capacity as Guildmaster, I'd be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive force, we more than make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless flurry of blows. Only through such fierce combinations can a pugilist realize his potential. Yeah! This man is swift for his old age. He also apparently doesn't have the energy. Crikey, I'm spent from all this talking. You ought to speak more, lass. It'd give me a chance to catch my breath. But where was I? Alright, joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of the pugilist is long and arduous. Do you believe you've got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. Can you go the distance, Hercules? I believe I can. Yes, you have fighting spirit, I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, lass. To help you on your way, I'll add some names to your hunting log, opponents that you might hone your skills against. And so as to make a budding pugilist of you, here's your very own pair of Hora. They're a tad old and rusted, but that'll serve to make you look meaner, I reckon. Now I have a mind to assign you your first lesson. Arm yourself with your weapons and let me know when you're ready to begin. Alright, we have our first Hora, and it's time to pick up the Pugilist. Let's see, we'll go ahead and get this equipped, get some actual clothes on, and make ourselves a new gear set. Okay, where are we sorting this one? It's going to be just above Lancer. I regret committing myself to sorting like this. Thankfully, we only have to move each class once. Nope. Yeah, we only have to remove each class once when we first get it, and then we're fine. So this will be the last time until Heaven's Word that we have to do this. Okay, so we're going for above Lancer, right near the top. There we go. And I am ready to begin, Hamon. Looking every bit of pugilist, lass. Now the learning can commence. For your first lesson, I want you to test your fledgling skills against the vermin of Thanalin. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. Now, this goes without saying, but I expect you to fight using the aura I just gave you. It counts for naught if you skewer the beasties with a spear or fry them with a spell, say. Honestly, for a second, I thought he was going to say, don't use a frying pan to smack the enemies around. Alright then, let's get out there and begin training. Looks like we're heading out to Central Thanalin. I'll just go to the Aetheryte. It'll only save like 5 seconds, but that's 5 seconds. Alright then, let's see. First off, let's go ahead and get our hotbars set up. And check our first action, Boot Shine. Is a GCD. You can immediately tell Pugilist is a little bit different. Our recast time is actually much shorter on our GCDs compared to other classes. Pugilist in particular has an unusually short cooldown on its moves. It's a much faster class, due in part to the fact that we are literally just punching instead of swinging a sword around or casting spells. Potency is 180. In the Opal form, we have a guaranteed critical hit. We'll be learning about forms soon. And additional effect changes form to Raptor, and Raptor will last for 30 seconds. Forms are going to be the main gimmick of Pugilist, and we will be learning about those as we go. For now, let's just punch a bunch of enemies to death. Punch the star marmots in the face, and eventually they go down. Are you brave enough to punch a hornet, let alone a huge hornet? I'm not, but Satora sure is. Oh my god, why am I like this? Chanterelle sauce, consume, be fed. And looks like we need to fight more marmots to finish off that entry on the hunting log, but oh well. Alright, we are now level 3 already. One more hornet should do the trick for that hunting log entry. Looks like we have to fight 4 as the standard number for Pugilist. That's odd. And let's see, of course, it won't be until level 5 that we have new equipment. Alright, what do we have over here? Snapping shrews. Where are the snapping shrews? Hello there, friend. It's time for you to perish. And we picked up True Strike, our second ability, and we are now learning about forms. Unlike other melee classes, Pugilist weapon skills are used to cycle 3 unique battle forms, which dictate the flow of weapon skill combos. Many Pugilist weapon skills will either change your form upon execution or require you to be in a certain form to execute. There are also weapon skills which will grant damage bonuses when executed while in a certain form. The 3 types of forms are as follows: Raptor, Quarrel, and Opo. By successfully changing our form from Opo to Raptor to Quarrel precisely in that order, you will be granted an increase to attack potency as well as other additional effects based on the weapon skills executed. Swiftly flowing from one form to the next as the situation demands is key to becoming the proficient in the art of the monk. So effectively, yes, our forms dictate our combo flow. You can think of it as just like an additional status effect that determines how combos go. And it also gives us a buff if we complete one cycle as it said. Looking at True Strike, delivers an attack with a potency of 270, can only be used in Raptor form, which we get from Bootshine. It changes form to Querl, which lasts for 30 seconds. So we are going to have the first 2 steps of our cycle now. Bootshine, and then in Raptor form, True Strike. And that bumps us to level 5. Nice! Bunch of new gear for us. And we are ready to return to the Pugilist Guild. Let's see. Hunting Log has the other things as Cactuar and Orobon. The Orobon are nearby, so we'll take care of them and then we'll return to Hamon. Hello there, little anglerfish things. Okay, hang on, these are based on an actual thing. These are based on the blobfish, I want to say. They kind of look like they're intended to be based on the blobfish, but that's kind of rude. The blobfish is very misunderstood. Poor fish is used to living in deep sea where there's high pressure. So you bring them up to the surface, and of course their bodies are gonna fall apart and look all funky. Yeah, this looks like something between a blobfish and an anglerfish is what I'm getting. Both are deep sea creatures, so both would probably have similar effects coming up to the surface. And we get Snap Punch from level 6. Let's go ahead and check that out as we are walking back. Snap Punch is the 3rd step in our main combo. Delivers an attack with a potency of 220, 280 when executed from a target's flank, so from the side. Can only be executed in Querl form, and changes form to Opal Opal, completing the cycle. And if you remember Opal Opal form, Bootshine gives us a guaranteed critical hit. So we now have a 3-step cycle. Bootshine, True Strike, Snap Punch, right back into Bootshine. It will be getting a lot more complicated as we go. I think there's plans to rework the Pugilist and Monk, with Monk being the job that comes out of Pugilist. I believe there's plans to rework them, but also I play Monk so little that it's possible they actually did that without me even noticing. It's entirely possible that they actually already did that. So we'll see as we go on. But by the time we get to it being more complicated, they'll have already probably done the rework. Alright, hello there, Hamon. Ah, you're back, and none the worse for the exertion. Youthful vigor's a truly blessed thing. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. So get out there, Satori, and let your fists fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. Ha ha ha. Alright, first pugilist quest done. Let's finish off by punching some cactuses. This sounds like a wonderful idea. Definitely will not cause any lasting harm to our fists. Of course it won't, we're wearing Hora. These things, basically enlarged brass knuckles? Or I guess, are these made of bone? I think these are made of bone. Can't tell, they're just weathered Hora, they're the starting. But yeah, thankfully those will at least protect our fists, so we're not hitting with them directly. Because otherwise, we're about to go punch some cactuses. I think I just got a DM in the game. I'm gonna check that after we finish up with the Cactuars. I heard the sound effect when the chat window is lit up a little bit. Alright, Bootshine, True Strike, and Snap Punch on you. Now we can cycle back around to Bootshine for a guaranteed critical, and the combo can keep going. Go quickly enough and we can continue it into the next enemy. And that should be it. Yes, that is indeed it. We have now finished up our initial foray into Pugilist. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we return to Hamon to take on our level 5 Pugilist quest. I'll see everyone next time for that. Also, if you're wondering about the DM I got, it was just someone harassing me about joining free companies. At least they sent a DM instead of just sending an invite. That's a lot more polite, but free company recruiters, ugh. They're aggressive is the issue.